Um, Hello, this is Sad Eyes Fiddle Six, and also known as Angelite BT. I have a story to share. Um, well, last year when I was camping outside of this warming center, there was one particular night where I was listening to a song called Run Rabbit Run, and I was trying to psych myself up and boost my morale since I couldn't sleep, and remind myself that this stagnant phase in my life is not the end and that things will change. Well, last year, when I was listening to that song, Run, Rabbit, Run, there was this lady sitting next to this guy, and they were both giving me this very harsh, hateful, scary look in their eyes, and a taunting glare and a smile. And I firmly and calmly told them, without yelling, mind you, I told them both not to look at me that way and to just go about their own business. But then that was when the woman got up. She threw away her joint. I could clearly tell that she wasn't sober because was smoking something. And that was when she started yelling at me and proceeded to hit me $1 million baby style without the stool. And all I did was raise up my arms, and I was waiting for somebody to break us apart while I blocked all of her hits to the best of my ability and tried to pull away from her. But all that did was she basically kept hitting me until I got hit in the back of the head, and I had bruises in the back of my head. And I yelled at her that night, and I told her that, that she beat me up to prove something, and that she thought she was strong like Hercules or like Samson, because she knows I can't hit back. And I was very hurt and resentful with everyone there who saw, but did nothing to try and diffuse the situation. It's more like, yep, okay, we see that somebody's threatening you. Oh, and we see and we hear that they want to beat you up, but we're not going to do anything because that's what spectacles do and that's our entertainment. And we're so cynical and we're so indifferent with your existence, we're just going to let it happen to you. Well, truthfully, that's not how it should be, considering that there are people who say that people's emotions and feelings should be respected and people should feel remorse and guilt when they do something that is not okay. All I did was tell this person that I didn't want to be looked at that way while I was looking at this song, while I was vibing to the music of Run Rabbit Run. And she didn't even get to hear it. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, rather last week, she approached me again. You know, the thing is, that night that she hit me, she actually gave me a concussion to the back of my head. And I was forced to call the police because it got pretty bad and nobody stopped the situation from escalating. Now, if they did, it wouldn't have come to that. But the thing is, she kept going and I had no choice. And I saw that nobody had the integrity to make it stop or break us apart or simply tell her to keep to her own space. All because I was vibing to a song she didn't get to hear. Now, when I had the concussion, I couldn't help but feel that, why are my people's punching back? What did I do? And well, fast forward to last week, this same woman who gave me the concussion to the back of my head, who I called the police on, who I glared at, who I yelled at, she apologized to me. And she cried. And I cried. She said she was sorry that she hurt me. After all that time, she said she was sorry to me for hitting me in the back of the head. And I thought that was so beautiful. I really did. I felt like it was a Jesus Christ moment, but also a bodhisattva of forgiveness moment, an angel of forgiveness moment. She said she was sorry for hurting me, and I told her I was sorry too. The only thing is that she said that I yelled at her, and that she told me that I shouldn't yell at her. Of course, she wasn't sober because she was smoking weed, so if there's one thing you should know when it comes to people who are, smoking weed or drinking alcohol, you must never talk to them sternly, because even a soft, stern voice will sound like someone's yelling, or they may take more offense to what you say in a soft voice, and they'll say that it sounds like yelling. Like that one episode of Bob's Burgers when Louise tried to get her sister to make out with this guy who broke a doll that her counselor wanted to give to her mom's sister as a gift. That was in the gutter, if anyone remembers that episode. But anyway, the thing is that I was deeply moved, and I told her I was sorry also, and she told me that she formerly used to work with kids also, and I couldn't help but feel that somehow the peer pressure and the need to be strong on the street and the need to prove oneself is what contributed to the conflict that could have been avoided. I told her the song that I listened to that made me that had this intense look in my eye when I wasn't looking for a fight, but simply trying to fight this poverty and stagnation. And I wanted to share the song with her. In fact, I found a sweater in the donation closet that belonged to a daycare center or of some kind that had children's names on it, and I wanted to give it to her as a gift, but I didn't get the chance to. And I wanted to show her the song that made me vibe, and it breaks my heart. But that's the story I wanted to share with you today, so you know that forgiveness is real, and it may come in forms that you don't expect. Sometimes it's heartbreaking and bittersweet. If I'm still here, I'll make more videos soon, if it matters. Bye.